What about the complex queries? We can make some group by queries. It's not very complicated, just because you make your pattern query here with the actors and the directors, and we want to make the A variable for actors and D for directors. We put the name of both of them, and we want to count the number of occurrences from their both names. What is interesting here is that you don't put the group by clause like in SQL, because in SQL you just have to put the names and the name just to say that I want to group by them. Here it's implicit. Just because you put an aggregate function, the group by is implicit on those values. So here you have the output. In all the movies you have Mark Hamill and George Lucas occurred both together once, Harrison Ford and George Lucas twice, and Harrison Ford and Steven Spielberg 4 times. And if you want to know for those movies, just because how can it's possible to have different numbers of movies directed by George Lucas, but with these two Star Wars actors, you want to collect all the titles. So you have the function collect here to collect all these titles and to put in a list directly on output. So you have Mark Hamill and George Lucas for Star Wars Episode 1, but you have to know that George Lucas has directed a movie which is American Graffiti 5 years before Star Wars, and that was the first time he saw him. And of course, with Steven Spielberg and Harrison Ford, you have all the Indiana Jones. You have other kind of complex queries. For instance, you can have more deep path chaining between nodes. For instance, I want the actors who played with Harrison Ford and also directed a movie. So you get a person, which is Harrison Ford. Here you have the property name of HF, which is Harrison Ford, was acted in a movie, which is referred by M. And this M you have acted in by AD, which is an actor and director. And what I want inside the where clause is to put a new pattern. And this new pattern says that this AD, which directed something. I don't know if it is the same movie or not. I just say that AD has played with Harrison Ford and directed the movie, and I get the names. Now we want the actors who played with Harrison Ford, but not when Mark Hamill played with him. So you have the match on the person, which is Harrison Ford, who acted in a movie, M, and an actor who played with him on this same movie. And this actor has directed a movie. And now we want a person, and this person is Mark Hamill. And this person must have not played on the movie. So with a not clause here, we want this relationship not to appear on the result. And that's it, we have the name of those persons. What about different features you can have? For instance, you have the function type on the relationship or on the node in order to have the type and to make some filter on the types or whatever. You can make some kind of text containings. So you have the contains here. We can use starts with or ends with. It's a kind of regular expressions. We'll see afterwards the optional match. It's quite different from the match clause, just because the match clause is strict. The relation must occurs. In the optional match, it can occurs. Then you can have the matching of the relation and here the reference, and you can use it or not. It depends if it occurs or not. You can put the distinct clause or the order by clause inside. If you want to look after, you have the ref cards here from Neo4j, who gives all the functionalities and the features you have in the Cypher language. So you have sufficient information in order to train yourself. So I urge you to try something here to write the different queries. Maybe those kind occurs in the next quiz. We never know.